You ever got one of those awkward stories from the archives? Well, I got you, bro. I'ma share some of them for you. Well, this was way back then when I used to play a lot of basketball. And at this particular time, I was doing some jump shot drills. And it was one of those times where everything just went in. It's like bam, 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 bam. You know, everything bucket. So a couple of minutes later, while I was just doing some drills, a group of people just came in, like really cool people. You know, when they come sometimes to the park, just like, oh damn, so cool. And I was a little bit intimidated by their aura. So for some reason, they just came up to me and was like, hey, do you want to play a match? It's probably because there was nobody else there in the court. A few seconds later, I was like, we're playing in a group, and my teammate just passed me the ball, and I had this open shot where I had to put it in. It was like a simple layup. So I shot the ball, and not only did it not hit the backboard, it went completely past it, and it hit someone right in the goddamn face. And guess who got picked last from now onwards? And every time I see those person in the park, they would just see you later. So during my uni days, I had to find a place to live during my second term. So my friend and I searched some free vacancy available on a rent a room for students website. So we got one listing which we found was just pretty close by and had a decent price for the rent. So we went for a viewing to check it out. We went inside and realized that the room was being lent by an older Korean couple and that we'll be living with them. I mean, it wasn't listed in the website, but we were like, frick it, man, we need a place to stay. But we had a good conversation with them and we're just asking them around about them and the family. It was pretty cool that he had his I think his son who was at the university at that particular moment but at a different place. But at that time I was like in a phase where I would watch Korean dramas and Korean music. I was like a Korea boo at that time, so I was talking to him about some of them and he asked, what kind of drama are you watching right now? And I just said, oh I'm watching a show called You're Beautiful, but I just blurted out like 사랑해요 for some reason, but I said it really passionately, which just means I love you, to someone that they don't know nothing about, and he just laughs and kind of shrugs nervously to the side as we try to head off. Then I turned to my friend and just said, we're not coming back here ever again, and we didn't. We chose to live somewhere else after that incident. This was a time where, you know, when you have an item that you want but you couldn't really find it. It was exactly one of those times. So I was searching for like a game capture card, which is a tool to capture gameplay recordings for consoles. I was searching my whole place to try to think where I could have put it in. I would like put myself in my past self to see where I could have just left it. It's like, you know, one of those flashback moments of all the times I lost in items and try to figure out how I actually found it. Something similar to Avatar thing where you're trying to look at back your past and see, hey man, where did you keep it? I don't know, man, it's probably there, you know, so something like that. And one of my past stuff actually gave me a good idea. Maybe you should check your pocket. Majority of the time you just leave it hanging there. So I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. So I reached my pocket and guess what I found? Yeah, not the capture card. It was actually in a dusty bag that I forgot to search. So I got off this tube station and I was walking up the stairs. I hear a sound coming from behind. Well, at that time I had my earbuds on max volume with the highest noise cancellation, so you know that I didn't want to talk to no one. But somehow at that time I was able to hear someone from behind, and when I looked behind, there was this person who wanted to lift a suitcase to the stairs, because at that station there was no lift present, so it'd be hard to kind of pick it up. So I was, yeah, sure, why not? I was like, where should I grab the suitcase from the back, from the front? So I tried reaching the back and I was it's a little bit too much work. Then I just said, let me just take it to the top. Then I said, yeah, that's fine. And as I was lifting it up from the front, I was just trying to rush it as fast as possible because I just wanted to get it done quickly. At that time, I had my earbuds on and I was just zoned out proper into it. So like halfway through when I was like, this is going really fast, maybe I should just look back. So I look back at the person to just see they're okay, and then just give me those eyes like, can you please slow down, you're going too fast. And I was, oh shit. And later on when we got off, I'm sorry, I just I was so zoned out with my music that I didn't realize. And she was like, nah, it's cool, and we just went off after that. So this one time my friend and I had planned to go to an open day for a university where a lot of students would go to a university to check how things are, get a taste, the feelings, like go into one of the core sessions, just see how the facilities are just in general. Majority of the time when we book something, I'm the person who would usually plan the stuff out ahead of time to see how it goes. But at that time I was like, I'll just take a chill seat in the back and let my friend take over. So my friend took over the planning of how to get there. We went to this tube station, we sit down and we're just chatting. I look at my clock, it's like 25 minutes, not that bad. Keep on chatting and I look around and I see there's nobody in this tube station, and usually there'll be like decent amount of people. I look at the time again and I look at, it's been an hour, and I look at the station to double check, and at that time I wasn't really paying attention. And I look at the station and what stop it is and the station that we're currently in, and for some reason we were on the last stop. Somehow we went from the very first station to the very last station and we completely missed our stop, and we're supposed to basically get off at like the middle of the station. We were really panicking because at that time we had this taster session set up. We're like, can we actually make it in time? Should we take a bus after this or not? But then I was like, nah man, what the hell are you talking about? We can just take the train back and then go through it. I think we can make it, but we need to run. So we took the same station, went the opposite direction. We ran as soon as we got off and we're like huffing and puffing. Man, we're sorry we're late. And as soon as we get in, we're like, you're not late, you're early. I was like, what? Yeah, the thing just starts right now. So apparently we ran and we thought we were late, but we weren't. And we were actually on time. Yeah, cool. Thanks for stressing me out. Well, if you like this video, why not check out a couple of these videos while you're at it?